Hello everyone, welcome back to Close to Be Milkshake. I am your host, along with support puppet, Mr. Chicken. Yes, today we are going to talk about the importance of validating each other's feelings, especially in a narcissistic relationship. I'm going to talk about both sides. Now, I've said 1,000 fucking times in the past about how we don't validate each other's feelings, that both of us are always on attack. Always. You feel like your shit is being dismissed, and so do we. Or you want to talk about your feelings with your partner, and they are going to defend against every single grievance that you have. I've also read fucking normies doing this shit too, because the narcissistic person is going to come at you with things that they're not liking that you're doing, and you're going to, attack motherfucker and be like, what do you mean? I do all this shit for you. What do you mean? So we're kind of, both motherfuckers when it comes to communication. Now, for the very first time in my life, have I, to my known history, you know that I'm fucking, my memories just fade into the darkness. But from how I feel in this present moment, that this was the very first time that I had ever validated my partner's feelings. Now, hear me out. Even being self-aware, it's like, I can logically see that you are having issues with, this, that, and the other thing. In my mind, I am going to defend myself against everything that you're fucking saying. I might mask up and be like, well, your feelings are your fucking problem or whatever. Saying this shit on the inside and then having a nice juicy smile on the outside. But when my sweetie came to me after our breakup makeup episode, he wanted to show me how he was feeling in that moment. I have you, he has no one. So he did want to share with me how he was feeling about me. Now, these are not good things that he was feeling about me. And just like in my breakup video, which I erased because I don't want to be saying, we already made up again, and then telling everybody the fucking reason why. I just made up the made up video. But when I was reading it, line by line, I started to defend against his feeling. And you're not supposed to do that. This was automatic. I was not trying to hurt him by not seeing his points or his perspectives, or, just what was happening to him in that moment of our separation. So as I'm reading it, I started to speak, and he's like, don't talk. I just want you to read the fucking thing. I just want you to read it and understand that this is what I was going through up here when we were breaking up. Now, to me, it looked like a fucking attack, automatically. You're talking shit. You're talking shit. Me, I want to fucking blame shift and be like, well, you fucking and all this shit. And he was taking the time to tell me to shut the fuck up. Just read it. Read it. So I'm reading through the thing. I feel like shit. because, you know, I feel like he's not letting me defend myself. Okay, I feel like garbage. And I still was trying to, you know, talk to him about it because number one, I don't want him to see me that way. Number two, I was trying to tell him actually what I was doing in those moments. And he was like, that's not what I want from you. I just want you to know how I was feeling in that moment. I just want you to know how I felt. I want you to know my feelings. He had to repeat it over and over and over again until, like, drilling a hole in my head that there's basically, it's okay that he has his own feelings. He can have his own feelings. He has a right to feel his own feelings. And I can't tell him no. I can't tell him, no, you can't feel this way. So also when a narcissistic partner says, you sound like my fucking parent right now, or you sound like my ex, or you sound like, or you are treating me like, this is their perspective. This is how they feel in that moment. And you don't get to say, I am not like your mother. I am not like your dad. I am not like your ex. It's like, how am I acting that makes you equate us to be equal? You know, what am I doing without attacking your partner? What am I doing that, you know, you see, well, you nag at me and blah, blah, blah. And then you want to be like, okay, I am nagging. Why am I nagging? And instead of saying, well, if you would listen, I wouldn't nag. Because a fucking narcissist could say, well, if you'd listen, I wouldn't yell. Right? So this whole thing has to do with communicating without attacking and without defending yourself, and letting your partner, narcissist or not, vent their feelings, and to let them know that their feelings are valid from their perspective, okay? Because a lot of us, we don't feel, especially in narcissists, that we are not doing things on purpose. Okay, you may call us fucking monsters and shit and fucking saying that we're malicious in every way and all this shit, but that is not true. When I don't see my partner, when I don't see him when he is trying to express his feelings, when I am dismissing my partner's feelings or he's dismissing mine, that is us telling each other, I don't see you. I don't see you. And what always would happen to me in the past, and I know it's happened to my partner, is we completely shut down. We're done. We're never gonna fucking try to speak to you again about our feelings ever again. Fuck you. I'm done. Now, because my partner and I aren't married, if that happened, it would be like, well, I'm done, right? Why even fucking stay in a relationship with you if you do not fucking hear me? And this is what was happening in our last breakup. So not only was I tried to see his perspective logically, but the night after that, I had to feel that I had to feel the pain of what he was telling me without reacting in a negative way. Now, my partner says that he felt loved by me. I mean, true, authentic love for the first time, because I was able to let him feel and me not tell him he was wrong. And I didn't understand at the moment. I was like, so you didn't believe that I loved you before? And he didn't until that moment. And that's when I understood what validating your partner's feelings, how important that was, how important it was for me to sit in my pain and my shame. I felt like a fucking zero because I always want to be the best in my partner's eyes. And even me trying to be the best for him, I still realized that I am capable of failure. So, and for a narcissist, that rips you apart. That just tears you apart. And normally, I would want to run away. I'd run away and be like, why the fuck are you with me? Why the fuck are you with me if I treat you so bad? So that would be a blame shift, but it would be automatic. Why are you with me if I'm such a fucking terrible person? Because I'm feeling all this shame, then get the fuck away from me. Number one, I don't want to see shame through your eyes anymore, because that's what I would feel even if you felt greater love for me. And number two, great, you deserve better. You deserve better. So go. And that can be manipulation, because I'm also, saying, okay, I'm going to abandon you, fuck you, and then you'll be like, okay, you never have to validate your feelings to me again. But my first, feeling was, flight, to leave, to get the fuck out. I didn't want to feel that shame and that shit anymore. Now, I told my partner, I said, even though it hurts me to hear how you feel sometimes when I'm doing something bad, I don't ever want you to not tell me because you don't want to hurt my feelings. I need to work through this. This is my next step, along with many fucking other steps, to growing. And I need to sit there and hear my partner tell me that I hurt him and not defend myself. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, I hope you have a Merry New Year. Happy New Year, whatever. And party with Mr. Chicken in your mind. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Namaste.